Audrey Hepburn was born on May 4th in 1929 in Brussels, Belgium. Her birth name was Audrey Kathleen Ralston, but she changed it to Hepburn after her great-grandmother. Audrey Hepburn came from a wealthy family. Her mother, Ella van Hemstra, was a Dutch baroness, and her father, Joseph Victor Anthony Ralston, was English and worked in business. However, her parents got divorced, and when she was young, she went to a boarding school in London, and she wanted to become a prima ballerina. Years later, when she was 10, she moved to Netherlands with her mother to study at the Arnhem Conservatory, but the Nazis invaded the country. After the war, she moved to Amsterdam and London. She still wanted to become a ballet dancer, but she couldn't anymore. She was too tall to be one. And also, due to the malnutrition she experienced during the war, she couldn't continue training. When she was 22, Audrey Hepburn moved to New York and starred in Broadway's production, Gigi. She had great success, and 2 years later, she participated in the film Roman Holiday. There, she won the Academy Award for Best Actress.
Ladies and gentlemen, in New York City, Miss Audrey Hepburn in Roman Holiday.
The next year, she starred in Broadway's Undine, where she met her husband, Mel Ferrer, and she won a Tony Award for Best Actress in Play. Audrey Hepburn participated in plenty of movies, such as Sabrina,
This is what you do on your very first
The Nurse's
day.
Story, and Breakfast at Tiffany's,
Off to see the world.
which earned her Academy Award nominations. In 1960, Audrey Hepburn had her first child, Sean, and in 1968, she won another Tony Award for her overall work in Broadway.
Our first special award goes to our roving ambassadress, Miss Audrey Hepburn.
That same year, she divorced from her husband Mel Ferrer, and a year later, she married the Italian psychiatrist Andrea Dotti, and in 1970, she had her second son, Luca. In late 1980s, Audrey Hepburn started working as a goodwill ambassador for the UNICEF to help children in need. In 1993, she won the Emmy Award for her work in Gardens of the World with Audrey Hepburn. In the same year, she won the Grammy Award for her album, Audrey Hepburn's Enchanted Tales, and that same year, she won another Academy Award for her humanitarian work. Audrey Hepburn died on January 20th in 1993 in Switzerland from colon cancer. In 1994, her sons established the Audrey Hepburn Memorial Fund, which is also known as the Audrey Hepburn Children's Fund, in order to keep with her humanitarian work. I think Audrey Hepburn is a really persevering woman. Even though she had colon cancer, she spent her last years working for the UNICEF in order to help children in need. She knew what it was like to experience hunger from her days during the World War. She described her UNICEF role by saying, "I just decided to do as much as possible in the time that I'm still up to it." One of the things that impresses me the most is that Audrey Hepburn was such a cultured woman. She spoke fluently 5 different languages. She spoke Dutch.
Gaan televisiestations over de hele wereld iets speciaals doen voor kinderen.
She was also taught French in school,
J'ai eu déjà une merveilleuse été en Suisse.
Oui.
Et j'attends au fond les nouvelles de
as
la
well
France.
as English.
So privileged to be given this opportunity to do something for children.
She taught herself Italian
E prima non è che veramente l'ho abbandonata, perché è una parola un po'
and
seria,
also Spanish.
¿Están bien? ¿Está enfermo? No. No, muy bien. Buenos días, señora.
Audrey Hepburn was talented in diverse areas. She had been a ballet dancer when young. She worked as a dentist assistant before acting. She did musical theater, was an actress, a singer, and also a philanthropist. Audrey Hepburn was a helpful and caring woman. Aside from her work as a UNICEF ambassador in Asia, Africa, and Latin America, when she was in Netherlands during the World War II, she did theater performances to raise the spirits of the people around, and also to generate funds to help the resistance. Despite Audrey's success, she was a really human and down-to-earth person. She wanted to give her family a comfortable lifestyle, so she worked hard. But later, She was a full-time mom. Even if she had 4 miscarriages, she was still hopeful, and she managed to give birth to 2 boys. Audrey Hepburn admitted that she was imperfect. She considered herself funny-looking, and also she was worried about her feet size, which she considered too big. And also, when she won her Oscar, she even forgot it in the restaurant. I think most of us, teenagers, have a really difficult time deciding what we are going to do with our lives. We sometimes feel that we are not good at anything and that we cannot find our place in the world. Or the other way around, that we like so many things, but we know that we are limited to choose just one option. We, as teenagers, are in a difficult transition in which we have to start taking decisions that will affect our future. And that can be stressful and confusing if we are not certain of what to choose. I feel that Audrey Hepburn shows us that each of us has capacities for plenty of things, and also that we are not limited to one thing for the rest of our lives. Instead, she proves us that we can be good at a variety of things, and do them all in the best way we can, just like she did. I think that by making posters with advice on how to choose what to study, and also with quotes from Audrey Hepburn that have something to do with the information, will help teenagers feel encouraged and realize that they are not alone when it comes to taking decisions. But most of all, they will receive more than encouragement. They will receive advice that might actually help them to know how to choose what to study. The posters would be pasted in the school's classrooms, and I would also post them on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts, so other teenagers can share them as well. Life is long enough for us to discover what we like the most, and even if we have many obstacles and we make mistake after mistake, we can overcome them and succeed in what we want.